Dianabol is a popular oral anabolic steroid and is without question one of the most important steroids ever created. With synthetic testosterone hitting the market in full force in 1937, the Soviet Union began administering the hormone to its Olympic athletes. Needless to say, they would dominate the U.S. at the Olympic Games. In an effort to remain competitive with its Soviet rival, Ciba Pharmaceuticals, with the help of U.S. team physician Dr. John Ziegler, would create Methandrostenolone and release it under the trade name Dianabol. This represents one of the only anabolic steroids ever created for the sole purpose of performance enhancement, and it was highly successful, as the U.S. would destroy the USSR once again. Dianabol is a testosterone-derived C17 alpha-alkylated anabolic steroid. It is a modified form of the testosterone hormone that carries a double bond at the carbon 1 and 2 position. This double bond reduces its androgenic activity while maintaining and even slightly enhancing its anabolic power. It has also been alkylated at the 17th carbon position in order to promote oral ingestion. Unfortunately, this makes Dianabol toxic to the liver. Its hepatotoxic nature is not as strong as many oral steroids. Most oral steroids are C17 alpha-alkylated. However, it is strong enough to influence liver-related stress. Dianabol is typically viewed as a performance-enhancing steroid only. It has been touted as a decent steroid for combating pituitary-deficient dwarfism and postmenopausal osteoporosis, but it has never held a strong position in therapeutic circles. The most common reasons for Dianabol supplementation is to promote rapid buildups in muscle tissue as well as to increase strength. Dianabol has the ability to greatly enhance protein synthesis, nitrogen retention, and IGF-1, all of which will promote growth and strength increases. However, it is in its ability to enhance glycogenolysis that gives it its strongest lean tissue building properties. Most performance-enhancing athletes will find this steroid is best at the front end of a new off-season mass gaining phase. Dianabol is extremely fast-acting, and when used as a kick-starting agent, it will produce rapid gains early on while the slower injectable steroids are building in your system. 20 to even 30 pounds can be gained with this type of use, and while some of it will more than likely be water retention, such retention can be controlled with proper use. Another great time to use Dianabol is as a mid-cycle plateau buster. This will be a period of time in which gains have come to a crawl, and by introducing Dianabol into the cycle, the individual will break through the sticking point and see gains continue. You should not expect as much weight gain from this type of use, but it can still be a valuable option. Another great time to use Dianabol is for the purpose of athletic enhancement. This shouldn't be surprising. After all, it's the very reason the steroid was created. Strength and muscular endurance will be greatly enhanced, and for the athlete, these are two of the most important factors revolving around athletic success. However, if weight gain is something you need to avoid for whatever reason, you may want to avoid Dianabol and stick with steroids that do not promote such rapid weight gain. The side effects of Dianabol will largely surround its ability to aromatize. This refers to the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. Remember, Dianabol is simply a structurally altered version of the testosterone hormone. When aromatization occurs, this can increase the body's total estrogen levels, and a buildup can lead to gynecomastia and excess water retention, which can also promote high blood pressure. Dianabol is notorious for promoting high blood pressure. The use of an anti-estrogen medication is normally advised when supplementing with Dianabol in order to combat such traits. Controlling your diet will also be very important as it pertains to water retention, especially when we factor in blood pressure. Control the water retention, and in most cases, you will control your blood pressure. However, if you already suffer from high blood pressure, you should not supplement with Dianabol. Dianabol can also carry possible androgenic side effects. However, they are extremely unlikely in most men due to the structural alteration designed to reduce androgenicity. Women, however, should not supplement with Dianabol as the androgenic nature is still strong enough to promote significant virilization symptoms. By its structural nature, Dianabol is defined as a C17 alpha-alkylated steroid. If your liver is not healthy, you should not supplement with this steroid. Those who use Dianabol will further need to avoid excess alcohol consumption as it presents too much stress to the liver. Avoiding all alcohol when using Dianabol is best. The use of over-the-counter medications should also be limited as many tend to carry very strong hepatic natures. Those who use Dianabol will need to supplement with liver detoxification supplements once Dianabol use is discontinued. Dianabol is also suppressive to natural testosterone production, and significantly so. Men who supplement with Dianabol must supplement with exogenous testosterone. Those who do not will fall into a low testosterone state. The average Dianabol cycle will typically last 6 to 8 weeks. 8 weeks should not be surpassed due to the hepatotoxicity of the steroid, but most men will find 6 weeks to be more than enough. Normally, this will be the first 6 weeks of a new bulking cycle as part of a total stack. A testosterone and Dianabol combination can be a fantastic cycle, with testosterone, Dianabol, and the popular Decadurabolin being one of the all-time favorite stacks for off-season athletes. As for the dose, most men will need 20 milligrams per day every day to see noticeable effects. The 20 to 30 milligram per day range is a great place to start, and truly all the Dianabol most will ever need. 50 milligrams per day is not uncommon in more advanced circles, but it is recommended you start lower in order to gauge your response. As for higher doses, they are attempted, but it is not recommended. Doses above 50 milligrams per day will greatly exacerbate possible side effects. If you want to buy Dianabol, you're in luck. There is more Dianabol on the market than any oral steroid and is one of the most common anabolic steroids of all time. It is also one of the most affordable anabolic steroids you'll ever buy. Unfortunately, counterfeits do exist, but there is so much high-quality Dianabol on the market, the garbage can be easy to avoid if you put in a little bit of effort. Of course, you must be aware of potential underdosing problems. Raw methandrostenolone powder is extremely cheap, but you will still find a few underground labs who underdose their Dianabol tabs. Stick with brands like Anabol, Naposym, and Anahexia, and you won't go wrong. For more information, please visit steroid.com, the world's most visited anabolic website.